Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the American Tier 8 Collector Heavy, the T-77, a vehicle which I consider to be one of the most overpowered tanks in Tier 8 and in the game. Why? Well, this vehicle features a double shotgun, and I've mentioned many times in the past why I think double shot tanks are simply just better than single shots, because for example, this vehicle, in a matter of 2.5 seconds, can deal 760 damage. And then all it needs to do is back into cover, wait 20 seconds, and you have another 2 shells. By the time an enemy gets shot by you, tries pushing you, and you're backing up, you're already like halfway on your reload. So at that point, you're able to do another 780 damage, and now their tank's dead. And that's why the T-77 and most double shot tanks are so good, because they don't feature bad DPM. There's not a single double shot vehicle that actually has poor damage per minute. All of them are good DPM. And that's the problem, is that like you take a tank that has the same DPM as any other heavy, but you give it an extra shell, and you give it pretty good mobility, armor, gun depression, 10 degrees by the way on this tank, and everything. And then you arrive at the T-77. I mean, this thing even reverses pretty quick. It's a little insane. This is a vehicle that basically every time it comes in the stores, I'm like, yeah, consider picking it up. And if you're watching today's video and you don't own the T-77, you should still consider picking it up when it hits the stores. I would assume it will hit for sale maybe next week for Black Friday, or maybe the Blitz fair. Okay, can we move? Thank you. So what do we have going on here? Well, we got the WZ 112-2 in front of me, and he shoots a heat shell and bounces. Okay. They got a WZ in the back. Okay. Well, not really sure what to do, but I'm just going to drive over and get 1 and 2. There you go. I mean, that was not worth. Problem is that WZ is just sitting back there, and he's cutting through me with heat every time he shoots. You can still see, though, I took about half of that WZ 112's health off in a couple seconds. Looks like our team is moving up now as well, so this WZ's in a really, really awkward spot. There you go, 380, and he loaded an HE, and he's dead. There you go, that's the double shot. I may have over-aggressed a little early there, but now that our Skoda made a good play, we were able to, well, get rewarded off of it. So I'm going to chill here, and we got 5 seconds left. Maybe I'm able to hit that Pantera, but it doesn't look like he's going to poke that again. I mean, he might, but I doubt it. We'll see. We will see what happens. Oh, there's the TS5. Interesting. Okay, let's aim it on that TS5 then. And I'm going to load gold just to guarantee the pen on the first one, and then we'll fire a standard on the second. Man, that WZ has a real boner for me. Bro cannot get enough of Droodles in this game. I still have 370 health, and if he's been firing gold every shot, then it means he still won't be able to kill me with his next shell, so go ahead. I don't really care. I'm chilling here, getting out my damage. We are going to aim it on that K2 maybe, and ooh, look at that, 390 damage across the entire map, and we also have that T49 back there. Is he going to move? Oh, there you go, 348. We got to back up before I probably die to some little rattler in the back. We're up to 2600 already. I mean, we're doing good damage, and you can see why I think this tank is so wild. We're just ripping out damage. So I'm just going to ping for my team. Yep, there you go. There's the TS5. Still stupid that Wargaming buffed the camo value of tank destroyers while keeping them with the same view range, because they can just outspot you now, which is really cringe. Like, why did tank destroyers outspot heavies in the open? Wargaming, please give me an explanation. I'd love one. There's 1 shell into the TS5, and see ya. There you go. Good news is that when you're through a bush like that, you won't get detected. So now we're up to 3,200 damage. As I said, I bled some health early game, but I am making it up by playing a little bit more passive late game. And it seems to have done the trick pretty well, if you ask me. We are at a lot of damage. We have done everything we really needed to. The Progetto is trying to fight this WZ. Not sure why he just let the WZ shoot him and didn't continue pushing, though. I'm just going to move up, and we'll see if I'm able to get out any more damage. I'm not actually spotted yet, which is a little interesting. And the WZ is putting himself in a real awkward spotler. What are you going to do, WZ? Well, you're going to get shot once in the track wheel, and you're going to bounce me because El Bozo, and you're dead. Well, there you go. That was a pretty good game. I mean, even if he did kill me there, it would have been 100 damage difference on my damage total, so I don't really care too much at that point. But let's actually see how much we were able to deal there. 3,759, and that's only a second class. We also killed 3 tanks and earned over 117,000 credits. But that's why the T-77 is so darn overpowered, because you can see the double shot mechanic allows me to just rip out damage. I back into cover, reload, and do it again, and again, and again. The gun is accurate. It doesn't seem to miss any of its shots, really. It has good penetration. The tank has gun depression, as I mentioned. It has mobility. This tank literally checks off every single box that you would want for any vehicle. It's insane. It's kind of like an M6O, but has more armor and is honestly more mobile. So now we're on Middleburg. Up against us, we have a K2 and an M6A2E1 and a Shark for heavies. In terms of tank destroyers, we got 3 Nastalers. We have the Super Hellcat Type 5 Cavalry and SU-130 PM. And then we also have some mediums. Just one, though, the Lorraine 40 ton. So this will be interesting. Can't tell if that Death Star stock or upgraded. I think that's a stock Death Star, but I could be wrong. We are just going to head up the hill here. You can see that power to weight on the tank I was talking about. This thing's actually pretty good in terms of effective power to weight. We're chilling uphill at like 30-ish, and it's quite a bit better than something like the T-34. Not sure why our Super Hellcat decided to go to a spot that literally is useless. Like, even if the enemy team goes down, what are you going to do? Sit there, die because you boxed yourself into a terrible spot? Just doesn't really make sense if I'm going to be completely real. The SU-130 PM is running away. We're already lost half of his health as well. And interestingly enough, we can see that the enemy team is already trying to capture the base. We have the Shark in the back, which we missed by a land, like just a quarter mile. I'm just going to chill and cover here. Oh, unfortunate. If I had my shells, I could have been able to shoot that Lorraine. Well, we reload, and reload, and reload. We got a couple seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. The Shark just hits that. Interesting. I want to push in, but I also really can't push in. Interesting. This is not good, guys. This is not good. Good team's just going to sit in that base cap and be a little rattler. Let's just push the Shark if we can. There's one shell, 429. And we track him, of course, non-pen. Alright, I need to move up, because if we don't, we're going to lose this game. So I'm going to... Honestly, I don't care if the Shark shoots me, because I know what needs to be done to win this battle. So I'm just going to push in, aiming on the Shark really quickly. There's one shell into his vehicle, and 2 shells. Will our team do anything? Well, it looks like our Death Star is pushing in to reset the base cap. And they're shooting their own tank. There you go. You did it. Congratulations. Good shot, Skoda. It's impressive how you call your teammates noobs, and then you miss that shot. Alright, well, there's 1 shell into the K2, 2 shells into the K2. How many people are gonna get in my way? There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, all that's left is the Type 5 Cavalry in the back, and it's over. I mean, not as much damage as the previous game. There just wasn't much to do because of the way this game unfolded. Am I able to HE this guy anywhere? Unfortunately, no, but 2 shots. That one was 385, and by the way, that was still 2,800 damage. I mean, even in this game where it was basically a steamroll and I just pushed in because of the base cap, I still did 2,800 damage. The double shot on this tank is insane. I would highly recommend for anybody that doesn't own the T-77 to wait for it to come for sale. It earns a lot of credits. It's an incredibly strong vehicle, and yeah, I think it's overpowered. I mean, on this account, I've played, well, 12 games, 3,000 average damage, and a tier 8 with 84%. So it's a little insane. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.